Good afternoon. We are live. Hi, Luke. I've got a song for you. In fact, let's tell everybody what song it is, shall we? She packed my bags. Oh, she packed my bags last night. Pre-flight, 0 hour, 9 a.m. Gonna be high as a kite by then. I miss you so much. I miss my wife. It's lonely out in space. On such a timeless flight. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh, no, no, no. I'm a rocket man. Rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. There you go. That's all you're getting.
Because wow, that's lovely. I'm amazed how you get your voice so high.
The show is all about Luke, not the song. How are you, Luke? How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastically. I'm
awesome.
So excited to be here.
And welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. I hope the guitar worked because I didn't plug it in today.
It did. It sounded lovely.
So, my very first question to all of my guests is, why on earth did you choose that song?
Wow, I think that's a great question. And the reason I chose Rocketman is running a startup. It's like running a rocket ship. We're really trying to get to space. It's a very difficult, I'm sure, to build a rocket, and it's difficult to build a startup. It's difficult to build a company. There's always things going wrong. And so you need to always be thinking on your feet if you really want to make it to the moon, which is that grand vision that we're all going towards. So that's why I chose Rocketman. And I love the song. I love Elton John. I think he's a fantastic singer.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you seen the film? The film is called Rocketman.
I haven't actually.
No! Oh my goodness! You really should check it out. It's the very first time I watched it. I watched it off the back of watching the Bohemian Rhapsody, the Queen movie, and I thought, ugh. But then I watched it again, and oh my goodness, what an amazing film! The other reason for picking that song is let's just hear what Andy has to say. It's a great song.
Yeah.
So exactly. Yeah, absolutely. But I love the analogy. And that's why I always start these shows with a bit of music, because it just gets us thinking about stuff. And I love the stories that come from why people pick songs. So thank you for picking that. And yeah, I do love that song. I do love a bit of Elton John. And I do a lunchtime gig on a Tuesday on my Facebook channel, and I will play the whole song and dedicate it to you on that channel.
Thank you.
So who is Luke Netherclift? He uses LinkedIn. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I graduated from university last year, and I'm now the co-founder of Let's Level Up. So we empower experts to create online courses. And we do that by providing these experts with the technology to run the courses, and we provide advice and support so that they can run incredible workshops. They can create a real student transformation through their courses. And we're building that rocket ship to scale to hopefully help thousands of experts all around the world in building these amazing courses.
So that would be experts like Inga, maybe.
Exactly.
And her rocket ship. Hi,
exactly.
Inga. Nice to see
we're
you.
helping Inga's rocket ship. We're helping Ashley's rocket ship. And we've got about 40 other experts that we're helping now.
Oh, that is fantastic. Because when I first met you, I don't know, was I the first or one of very few, wasn't I?
Yeah, so we started in October. We had our first course in October, and that was a graphic design course, actually. So we had one person who believed in us for some reason, I'm not sure why. And we did like one course every month and learned so much from that process. And over time, we've just got more and more people who we've supported.
No, fantastic. Great story. I'm going to come to that in just a second. But first of all, I just want to know a little bit about what you're doing on LinkedIn, why you like it, what you're posting and stuff like that. So how long have you been on LinkedIn, Luke?
I got LinkedIn when I was 16. I did an internship at some bank,
Okay.
and everyone told me that I needed to be on LinkedIn and to connect with them. So I think I was one of the first people that sort of my age that had it. I had about 5 connections for about a few years, and then I love LinkedIn now. I post on it. I try and post every day if I can,
Well done.
and I post about education, about running a startup, and just general advice about life and any learnings that I have. I try and share it with the LinkedIn community.
No, fantastic. And that's really great. And you're getting feedback and engagement on your posts as well, which is good.
Yes, getting more comments now. That's as if anyone's listened to Ashley before, they'll know that comments are the currency.
Absolutely. Look at that.
So
You're using my words, man. I'm impressed. Thank you. Thank you. So what do you like about LinkedIn?
what do I like about LinkedIn? I love how I can meet people that otherwise I'd have no connection to. Um, I've never met you, Ashley, in real life, and we've probably never been in the same place at the same time. But the fact that you can connect with people that you share an interest with, that you can support each other with, I love how there's that mutual connection, and you can really build a community based on those connections. And I found that oftentimes I'm in places like at school where I didn't really relate to a lot of people, but through LinkedIn, I was able to find a lot more people that I could relate and engage with. And actually, I found so many friends through LinkedIn, which I think is such a beautiful and shows the power of this social media platform.
Yeah, no, and that was an amazing answer. Thank you, Luke. That's absolutely superb answer, and it is about connecting to lovely people like Ella, and it's like you say, at school you were one of, I don't know, 500,000, 1,500, whatever. On LinkedIn, you're one of 800 million. So you're going to find an awful lot more people that are just like you. And I
Yeah.
think that's the beauty of LinkedIn. So yeah, great answer. Great answer. Do you use other social media regularly? And there is no wrong or right answer. And I'm not going to chastise you if you love TikTok or Instagram or anything.
No, I don't. I don't post anywhere else apart from LinkedIn. I do want to get onto TikTok at some point. And we have like a company Instagram, but we have people that help us with that. So I just purely focus on LinkedIn, and it's where I found the most results. But saying that, I think Twitter is fantastic for learning. And I feel that uh, often, in terms of an education basis, Twitter is still a very powerful place to really learn and for people to share insights with. So I think LinkedIn is definitely my favorite platform, but I think Twitter comes a close second.
No, cool, excellent. How much time do you spend daily on LinkedIn?
Gosh, way too much. I reckon about 2 to 3 hours, but that's
Luke.
That's I know it's much more than 15 minutes, but a lot of it's texting people on LinkedIn because I do
Okay.
a lot of outreach, a lot of support to our instructors is through LinkedIn messaging. So I spend probably about 20 minutes worth on posting and commenting, and the rest of the time is on messaging, I'd say.
So look, Ella actually goes on LinkedIn, goes on TikTok and talks about LinkedIn. Brilliant. That's a great strategy, Ella. Do you do any dancing though, Ella? That's what we want to know. Do you do any dancing on there? Okay. So have you got results or any business from what you're doing on LinkedIn?
I get all my business on LinkedIn. I think probably 90% of our instructors have come through LinkedIn posts, just through reaching out to people. That's, for me, that's the best place to get business. And so that's why I use it so much. And I've tried other platforms, but I've just never seen the same conversion rates in terms of getting instructors onto our platform. So LinkedIn is so powerful for helping our business.
That's fantastic to hear. And how much money do you spend for all the ads that you're running and the platform that you're using on LinkedIn?
Zero.
Yeah, that's what I don't get. Is it's totally free.
Yes.
It is totally free. You can pay for stuff if you want it, but yeah, there's ads and stuff like that. But you're doing this purely. I can't think of the word now, but it's organic. It's purely organic.
And I see it as therapy. I often see LinkedIn posting as therapy, because you're sort of able to get everything that's in your mind, and you're being able to write it down, and you're able to put it in a concise way. So I actually get so much out of it, aside from the business side of things. I think it's very good for like my mental
wow.
to post.
That's controversial, because a lot of people are saying we shouldn't be on social media and it's bad for our well-being. So that is incredible. That's a great comment. That is a great comment.
Well,
I'm thinking I'm going to send this. I was just been talking to a company about LinkedIn training. Okay. And when you talk to a company about LinkedIn training, there's somebody in the company that loves LinkedIn or likes the idea of LinkedIn, but there's also people in the company that thinks it's a total waste of time. So I'm definitely going to get them to have a listen to this part of the show, because what you've just said is absolutely incredible. And if they don't hire me for this training, then look, it's beyond me. It's beyond me. But yeah, that is incredible what you've just said, and that's the and I think, because I was saying to this person when I spoke to them the other day, that the people that win on LinkedIn are the smaller businesses, the entrepreneurs, and that's it. You see, you've got this new company. You're trying to get it off the ground. You're trying to, light the fuse on your rocket and stuff like that. And it's only a few of you. You haven't got a huge marketing budget, and so you've got to do other things. And you're smashing it out of the park. So, Luke, that is awesome. All right, tell us about this Let's Level Up product that you've got, or community, or how do you describe it?
I describe it as a platform that enables experts to create incredible learning experiences. So
that's me.
Yeah, exactly. You're an expert and you create incredible learning experiences.
Bless you, Luke. How did I get through the net then?
So how it started is Varun, one of my co-founders, and Samara, we were running a podcast for a couple of years, and we got into the Apple top 20 charts with our podcast, which was a fantastic achievement. And through building that audience, people kept asking us, how do I create a podcast? What's the best way to build an audience? And so we wanted to create a course that answered all of those questions. And when we started to create that course, we found that other platforms might provide the technology, but they didn't provide that personalized touch to instructors. If they had any problems, if they want to know how to build the syllabus, if they wanted to bounce ideas to improve their marketing, or they just wanted some help in running the course, there was nowhere where they could get that personalized element. So we thought, okay, we built our course, we built our podcast course, and we made a success out of that. And then we thought, okay, now we've got this basic platform, we can start to improve it. We can start to give it to other instructors to see how they find it. And just through doing lots of testing for the first sort of 6 months or so, we're able to test what works for our instructors, what doesn't work so well. And then we've just been able to build it up slowly from there. And now we're really starting to see a good increase in the amount of instructors as our technology and our advice has improved over time.
No, brilliant. And like I said earlier, I'm an early adopter of your platform as well, because we met in the NatWest Business Accelerator, didn't we?
I know, it shows the power of joining these communities, and then we're able to connect on LinkedIn afterwards to to work together. And I think you've seen the ups and the downs of Let's Level Up, but hopefully we're continuing to go up all the way up now.
And look, this is the thing with a new business. It's it's lots and lots of small steps, and sometimes it's a step backwards, but we do get there in the end, and that's the thing, isn't it? Yeah, super duper. So your customers then are teachers.
Yes. Yeah. So they're typically people who are doing one-on-one coaching, one-on-one mentoring with people. And now they want to scale that impact, the money they're making. They want to decrease the time they're committing through creating a course. So that's our ideal person. And they're typically in the professional development space. So they might be teaching people around business skills, technology skills, design skills, or maybe like leadership and mindsets, but it's all based on mainly professional development.
Oh, cool. And so how do you actually help them?
So we help them through providing the technology. So our platform automates through having the email sender. You can put your content on there. You can house your community. You can build your landing page on the website. So all the admin logistics is taken care of. And we provide personalized support. So we run a 4-week accelerator for our new instructors, where we teach them how to build their syllabus, how to pick a topic, how to do the marketing and sales, how to run workshops, so that you've got everything you need to go and start to launch your course. So that by the end of the accelerator, you're ready to launch your course. And the next one starting on the 26th of July. So that's the next one that's coming up, where we help people build these courses.
Fantastic. If you've got to sign up, you've got to be signed up for the platform before you can go on that accelerator.
No, you don't have to. So we give you access to it through the accelerator. You can see how you find the platform if you like it. And we hope that by the end of it, you'll continue working with us after the accelerator and use our platform for your course.
Yeah, no, brilliant. And I love the fact that you've built this out of necessity because you wanted to, help people with the podcast. What was the podcast about, by the way?
It was about entrepreneurship and the human side of entrepreneurship. So talking a lot about the mental health and well-being side of it, talking about burnout, talking about co-founder conflicts, all those difficult topics around entrepreneurship we wanted to talk about, because we found that everyone just talked about these people raising lots of money or super successful companies, but they didn't talk about the real side of entrepreneurship. So that's where we wanted to come in.
No, cool. I'd be interested to find out a little bit more about that and listen to those podcasts. I do love a good podcast. Ella's brought up a great question here. Your product sounds really interesting. It's something that I'm thinking about, especially as I'm a trainer. So I suggest that Ella gets in contact with you and comes on that accelerator.
Yes. Yeah, Ella, I'd love to talk to you. We can connect on LinkedIn, as we know LinkedIn's the place to have connections.
I think we've got a date in the diary soon as well, Ella. So if you're interested, I can actually show you my platform, because obviously I use Luke's services. Absolutely. I think for me, it was the fact that you guys had done it, and because you're pretty new and you didn't have so many people when I started, there was a lot of hand holding. So that's why I chose you guys. What challenges have you got at the moment in your business?
Good question. I think we've got challenges around, do we hire lots of employees to help us grow, or do we do all the work ourselves? Understanding how much we should delegate, how much we should be doing as a core team. There's always going to be technology challenges as a technology-based company, and understanding what features we should prioritize, because we get so much feedback from our instructors. It's working out who should we listen to now and who should we be listening to in, say, 2 months' time. So it's understanding, what's the priorities lie. And I think other challenges is just around work-life balance. I sometimes find it hard to switch off during the week. So that's something that I'm constantly working on. I was proud to say that I went for a run like this morning and was able to get some time off before I started the day. And that was a really good way to kickstart the day. So if I can do more of that and get more of that work-life balance, that's something that I'm really striving towards.
It's very difficult when you run your first business, and so when I started this business, I wanted to not work Mondays and not work Fridays, and my wife said, "Oh, that's brilliant. We could do this and we could do that." And I said, "Sweetie, that's where I want to be. I can't start a business only working 3 days a week. I've got to put everything into it." And so I do come in here on a Sunday, on a Saturday and a Sunday, but literally as soon as I wake up, before the house wakes up, and as soon as the house wakes up, then that's it, doors shut, and I don't do anything. A little bit of LinkedIn maybe, but that's the thing. And so yeah, it is difficult trying to get that work-life balance, but you've got to put the work in at the front. That rocket's not going to get off the ground, is it?
Exactly. We got to put all the fuel we can, both our energy and using tools like LinkedIn to help fuel that rocket as well.
Perfect. So when you're not working, when you're not on LinkedIn, when you're not running, what does Luke Netherclift do?
Luke Netherclift loves to play cricket on a Saturday.
Okay.
And he loves to play hockey as well. So hockey is my winter sport and cricket is my summer sport. An interesting fact about me is I used to run a cake business. So when I was 12, I used to make cakes for people in my local village. And
wow.
I'd knock on people's doors and say, "Do you want some cakes?" So I've got a real love for baking. I don't make many cakes anymore. I think I got a bit sick of it, but I'm fairly good at making a nice Victoria sponge or a chocolate cake if need be.
So we're going to see you on the Great British Bake Off soon?
Nah, that was definitely an aspiration at some point. Hopefully I'll be on it one day.
Yeah, good for you. I'll definitely tune in. I've got one more question for you, but before we go to the question, if anyone else has got any questions, please put them into the comments box. But I just wanted to let everybody know who I've got next week. A guy called Joel. Your name is all over that. A guy called Joel Felsenstein, a really interesting character. He's a musician. He's an entertainer. Looking forward to having a chat with him. So we probably won't get anything done. We'll just talk music and guitars, but looking forward to catching up with him next week. So Luke, your final question, sir.
Yes.
What tip would you give your 16-year-old self?
Oh, well, that was when I actually started LinkedIn. I think posting earlier would be beneficial. I only really started properly posting about 1 year ago, and I wish I'd started to build that audience earlier. But then again, when I was 16, did I really? I'm not really sure what I would have posted about. Like,
who would have connected with a 16-year-old? Yeah. Absolutely.
What advice would I have given myself? So I think the one piece of advice would have been just be myself. I think for most, until I was about 18, I was always just wanting to be someone else and always scared to really embrace my true personality. And I think getting the confidence to do that really had such an impact on my life and has allowed me to be a lot happier. So I think just having that confidence to be yourself and believe in yourself, and that being weird and being nerdy is a superpower. It's not a weakness.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And a final say, it's not a question. He just wants to say, well done to you for your commitment and results. It's very impressive. And
thank you, Andy.
Yeah, if you're not connected, Andy, he is a lovely guy. Thanks ever so much for coming on today, Luke. Really
well, Ashley, thank you. I really appreciate all the questions and the song as well.
No, not a problem at all. If you can find my Just Dandy page on Facebook, you can hear the whole song. But thank you very much for coming. Thanks everybody for all your lovely comments, and we will be back next week with a lovely Joel. You take care, and we'll see you soon. Cheerio.
Thank